Hi everybody, Mike Reese here, Nicholas here. I'm going to redo some of the armbar technique from getting grabbed. So how to get that bend in that wrist. And the way I'm going to show it is I'm going to do it and then he's going to do it. So, and then I want to show you a couple of variations of double hand grabs, and then at the same time I want to show you kind of a variation of this grab here, because a lot of people like to grab when they stab, grab when they punch, all that stuff. And a lot of people, as soon as they get touched, they freak out. Or they don't really anticipate that this hand is right behind this hand. So we're going to go over a variation of that. But at the same time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show that the bend in the wrist again. So he's going to grab onto me. He's going to grab on tight. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab with this hand. I'm going to come straight up. Grab that wrist. My thumb is now on the wrist part right underneath the palm. I'm just going to grab it. Like, don't touch me. And what I'm going to do from here is, now some people say that this might be too hard, this might be a little too, but me, I'm going to distract him somehow. I'm going to smack him in the face, I'm going to hit him I'm going to poke him in the eyes, whatever it does. I'm going to grab him, and the reason why is because if he's here and he grabs me this way, he's in my face. I want to get him back. I want to get him back away from me, and I want to have an initial contact to stop this hand from punching. So like if he went to punch me, I already did this. This hand ain't turning no more because his head went back, so he's going to go back. And I'm not done. Whether I come straight in or whether I smack him in the face, it doesn't matter. I personally am not very nice. I'm not just going to smash your face. I might just smash your nose. Maybe. But more than likely, if this hand's coming straight up, they're both coming straight up. And I'm going to jam that throat. Even if I have to grab it just a little bit longer, just to kind of make him grab my hand. And then knee, grab, move. Okay? So let me show just the grab. I come up underneath. I'm going to reach across. When I actually reach across, no matter how I do it, from here to here, it doesn't matter how. You grab that meat of the hand. So I'm going to grab the wrist, grab that meat of the hand. When I mean meat of the hand, I mean this part of the hand. Okay, so you're grabbing like so. Grab that meat of the hand. I'm going to step back. Turn. Watch what happens with his arm. I'm going to grab the meat of the hand. Step back, turn. See how it extended out when I step back? Step back, look at that. Now he could follow me, but then I'm going to be turning my whole body into this. Elbow on top of the arm. And I bring it down to my side. And I take his wrist. It's not got the meat in the hand. Now I can even crank that wrist down. And he goes down. Okay? He's going to do the same thing. You just do the hold. Okay? So come straight up. There you go. But make sure this one grabs. There you go. See where that thumb is. Thumb goes right across that wrist. Now he's going to step back with this leg. And he's going to turn his whole body. And then he's going to just bring his elbow down to his side. And now you can bend that elbow. The wrist. Okay. Alright. Now I'm going to resist this. And he's still going to come straight up. Grab. Okay. Got it. Step back with it now. Step back. Turn. Okay. And just drop your elbow down. Okay. Now, the extension of this arm is necessary. If I do not have the extension, if he bends his arm, like if he comes and follows me after I step back, well, it still worked for you, yeah, but will it work for Nick? If he grabs my wrist and steps back and I follow him, he's still got me under control, and really, honestly, my wrist is still bent. And if I still try to follow him, So I'm going to stand up straight now, and now he's just going to drive that elbow into me again. Okay. So we're going to do it again. I'm going to come this way towards the camera, and he's just going to turn me, because I'm going to stand straight up tall now. I'm going to bend my elbow, try to come after me. He's going to step back and just turn me again. Keep your elbow right on my arm and slam it into it. So I'm going to come here. Okay. What happens is, and Nikki's going to give you kind of a brief example as well. Because when I have this turned here, go ahead and keep hold. Keep real hold. So I step back. He doesn't want me to go. Okay? I put my elbow on. Boom. Sorry. So we're going to come straight for the camera again. And he's going to try to, now he's going to stand straight up tall. Keep that elbow, and he's not going to let me do this. Bend your elbow, stand up tall, bend that elbow. And now I'm going to step back again. Watch. He's going to stand up tall again, and now you're just on the ground. People think that it's you can't hold yourself. That's like for some reason you really can't hold yourself up. You can't stop yourself from falling down.
If you did, you'd break your arm.
And trust me, if you do this fast enough, it doesn't matter. Now, can you do this without hitting this? Yes. But I only suggest this two-handed method for the wrist if you're smaller than the person grabbing you. If you're about the same size and someone grabs you, you can just take this hand up. Over here. You can still grab that meat of the hand, and you can put that up like this, but what you're going to do is you're going to move this hand up, and you're still going to come over. And see what happens is I just roll it over, keep my hand right here, and then I drop. And then what happens is I'm going to point my finger where I want him to go. We're going to back up. And see what's going to happen is I got him already, and the wrist is already bent. I'm going to point my finger where I want him to go. Okay, see, that's where he goes. So it's just, we're going to do it from this, go ahead and do it from here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that meat of that hand, and I'm going to take my arm up and over, so that way if he starts bending his elbow, I just form it around that elbow. And then I just continue to have this nice little motion. And my circular footwork from Aikido, this is what the circular footwork is. I go, boom. See, now what happened here is if he does circular footwork at the same time as that grab, yeah, you come up, and you're basically going to come up underneath my arm and get it over. Yeah, try to make sure your forearm's right behind the arm. Okay, and now he's just going to do circular footwork, which means he's just going to walk in the circle. That's alright. Okay, now I'm going to resist him about like someone's going to grab him. If I just grab him and he moves, this is going to be more like reality, which is they don't know what he knows, and he's just going to grab and move. So he's going to grab and move. Okay, that still hurt. It's alright. Still hurts. Anyways, we're going to slow it down just a tad bit. I grab, he moves, and I'm going to resist, put me down. Just walk. Ah. Okay. What people don't get, it's the footwork. The small circles exist here. Here. My footwork does not have to be huge. Okay? My footwork merely has to be set. I just move, I can move my arm up and over and out. If he grabs, grab hard. I can still go here with this, because believe it or not, boom, I still have another move. And my footwork is still circular, but it's smaller. Okay? And this is based off of this drill in Aikido. You do this a lot. If someone grabs at me, boom. Now what happens here is, I'm not doing it to Nikki because I don't want to break my son's nose. If someone really grabs me, boom, in the face, I'm smashing the nose. Or I'm coming up, I go boop, and I'm grabbing this, pinning it down, head low. Why? Because as soon as the head goes back, I control it. I control him. Has nothing to do with, because like if he smashes my face and then controls my head, keep a good hold of it and just push it. Okay. Trust me, if he decided to just push my head, I'm coming off my feet. So that's a variation of that particular technique, but hopefully you saw that a little bit better. Hopefully you saw the wrist lock a little bit better. The double one, the double grab though, it's different because I can't, if you reach across, that's fine, but what if they're too big, you can't reach across? Because I still would go underneath, I reach across, and I would just come back over. And I still have that same thing. Now, if they're too big to get your arms across, to grab that meat of his hand, go ahead and grab my meat of my hand and come underneath. Now, he wants to try to work both my hands and turn his body, step back with this leg, opposite. He still has it. Okay? If they're too big, like they're way too big, like they're like out here, and you can't reach across. Now here's the thing. The reason why it should work still is because they're grabbing you. Their hands have to be about as wide as your chest. And you should be able to put your hand to each side of your shoulder. So that means they're here. That means their wrists are here. And my arm is now pinning this wrist and this hand. And now I have this wrist now pinned. And now I turn. I step back from the opposite of the hand that's being held. That foot steps back. I turn. And see, this is fun because I have all sorts of stuff I can use. But it should still work because they still have to come down your frame. Same time though, they're too big, too heavy. Easy enough. You put your hands up so they can't headbutt you. But at the same time, what are you going to do when their heads are here? You poke in the eyes, smash in the face, knee to the groin, kick to the leg. Whatever that cause might be, doesn't matter. We'll get into that later. But it should, as you saw though, for the wrist hold, it should be the same. I'm going to come up underneath, grab the meat of the hand, turn over. Trust me, these things should still work, and you're stepping with the opposite leg, okay? So try it again. Hopefully everybody saw it a little bit better. Comment below, let me know.